my company is Digital Brand Expressions. We're the experts for search engine and social media marketing. And we just call ourselves DBE because Digital Brand Expressions is a mouthful. So what I did is I put together a presentation specifically for Trusted Referral Network today. And I'm going to top line our capabilities, the types of clients we look for, experiences, etc. And then I'm more than happy to send this to anyone afterwards or ask Michael to send it so that you have it to refer to. What we're looking for is clients and strategic partners that align with our core values and enable us to do our best work. We have, as I mentioned, 3 areas of expertise. So it's marketing analytics so that we can align our clients right from out of the blocks with what are you trying to do? That's all we're going to focus on is how we can use search engine and social media marketing, paid and organic channels in each to hit those goals for you. We tend to work with middle market clients. These are some of our client names I thought you might recognize. We work in all industry sectors. We're not limited to any one or any group. So we work in B2B, consumer, healthcare, pharma, you name it, we've probably done it. We've been successful for 20 years now. And the overview of our services, we always work with our clients in the structured path. Every client engagement begins with a discovery process that includes audits of what they're doing and how it aligns with their goals and what their competitors are doing according to the goals the client is trying to achieve. We then provide estimates for what is involved in helping them achieve those goals. And if they're on target, they probably haven't called us. Most of our clients are calling us because there's a problem. Either there's a specific problem that needs to be troubleshot. So for example, if Google Analytics isn't working properly and the team has been banging their head against a wall for 3 days, 4 days, can't figure out what the problem is, they know to call Digital Brand Expressions. We'll come in and we'll take a look at it. And we tend to fix things in an hour or so. We just know the tools that well. Other clients will call us because they were hitting their goals. They were hitting a certain cost per click in paid search. They were getting certain engagement levels in social media marketing. Their optimization on their page was working and Google was naturally pulling them up. Bing too. They were getting the rankings they wanted and then something happened. And so often that's the trigger for calling us in because something happened and they want to fix it. But typically what we're doing is auditing everything they're doing in search and social so that we can come back with recommendations that align with what they're trying to accomplish for their audiences. So step 3 is putting together new programs for them. Step 4 is all the quality checking that we do on that front and then relaunching. The relaunching piece doesn't always have to be my agency. We have a number of clients for whom we're their agency for search and social. We also have a number of clients where they have a great in-house team, they just got stuck. So we rebuild and then we hand it off to the in-house team. Sometimes we actually do agency reviews and help them find other agencies. Sometimes they need a very comprehensive solution. And again, with our focus in search and social, we're not always that solution. What we want is a win for our clients. That's what drives my agency and my team. We're very focused on that. So these are the services we provide stated in another way. So it's the analytics, the paid channels. We say real SEO because SEO is an ongoing, you don't optimize a website one time, you keep optimizing your website. So we help our clients understand that and embrace that philosophy so they can carry the work forward. Organic, social, and then content. We work with content a little differently than some agencies, and I'll explain that in a second. So we're doing, as I mentioned, the 360 analytics. It's, again, nothing we do is a one-time event, even though we may be doing it at the outset. We're teaching our clients how to do what they need to do to keep everything healthy going forward. So whatever the client's goals are, we help them develop programs that are going to solve for those goals. And what we're really doing is teaching them to look for opportunities in the data. Where are the opportunities? What are other brands missing that you can take advantage of? With paid channel, when we are managing for our clients, we're actively managing thousands of variables to really deliver return on ad spend. And our clients consistently, and I have a chart to show that, we consistently outperform for our clients their competitors in any industry every day. Same attitude and approach. Search engine marketing is being there when somebody's actively looking for something. Social media marketing is finding the right audiences and then being there with the messages that are going to entice them to take next steps. I mentioned SEO, which is getting the search engines to organically pay attention to your website, so you're not paying for those clicks. And with real SEO, there are over 300 factors that affect Google's and Bing's algorithms, but we like to say it breaks down into 3 buckets. There's technical, making sure the site is compliant with what the search engines are looking for technically. There's the content on the site, and that's where the keywords get involved in knowing what are those words or phrases that someone's going to use when they're looking for what you're marketing, so that Google knows to pull up your site ahead of your competitors. And then link building is the part that most people don't want to do, but it's actively making sure that your website is being pointed to by other websites that don't compete with you, but are compatible. And it can't be reciprocal. It's not like in the old days where, hey, link to me, I'll link to you, because Google actually discounts those reciprocal links. So it's creating real value through the content and other aspects of your website so that other sites find you valuable, and Google then will factor the fact that they see those links coming in. Same thing with getting social media sites. We did a great article for Fast Company years ago. That was one of their most accessed articles they shared with us, that we talked about how social media really works for SEO. If you can get those keyword links into social posts, not just blog posts, but Facebook pages, etc., the search engines will factor that. And at the time, people said I was crazy and it didn't work that way. And now we found that it's a de facto truth for SEO. Organic social is, again, making sure that what you're saying on your profiles and using influencers to spread your message is really resonating with the audiences that you want to reach. And when we talk about content creation, it's crafting the messages that other people will want to carry forward about your brand. Here's where we're a little different. We in the earlier days of my agency, we did do web development, we did do email marketing, and we created lots and lots and lots of content. But what I found over the years, as I really wanted to be able to deliver excellence for our clients, we didn't need to create very much content, because there's a lot of great content already being produced by their other agencies, by their PR agencies, their video shops. What we tend to do is we repurpose their assets, so that if you think about search engine and social media marketing, nothing is screen dominant. They're little, a SEO link that pops up in the natural listings of Google, a social post, these are not page dominant. So what we do is we make sure the message is in the right place at the right time, reaching the right audience through these channels, and we repurpose content. And when content needs to be created, then we'll project manage that on behalf of our clients with strategic partners. So we work with a number of PR agencies, video, web development, folks that are doing other kinds of content creation, and we'll help that work for our clients. But we're not creating, other than simple text-based content, we don't produce the content anymore. And that's working really well for us and for our clients and for our partners. We're also partner of the major platforms, which means that our clients get extra eyes on what we're doing for them. Google, Facebook, and Bing, they're all weighing in on what we're producing. And we don't always take their recommendations, because they're trying to make money like everybody else. So we weigh their expert input against our own. And we, again, use that as a way to benefit our clients.
You're at 5 minutes left.
Okay, so how do we consistently outperform others? We're paying attention, we're asking the right questions, and we have a process that we borrowed from the Japanese tea ceremony called omotenashi. that has become the cornerstone of everything we do internally and as well as with our clients and partners. And what that really means is we ask the right questions so we can anticipate and be a good solutions provider. We're not order takers, we're out there leading the way. We're very transparent. Everything we set up is in the client's name. We take a seat on their platforms. We don't want to hold anything hostage. Everything is 100% transparent to our clients. Pricing is fee-based. We are not charging commissions because some of these systems are auction-based, and that creates a conflict of interest. We win when our clients and our partners win. We invest time to communicate. This is more client, direct to the client type of slide. This talks about all of the different ways we're ensuring there's clean and clear communication. We don't develop proprietary tools. Again, I never want to be holding a client hostage. It's not how we operate. So we use best in breed tools that are out there, and that's been working great for us. This is too busy a slide to try to go through with you all here, but if you want to see this, basically what it's showing you is that in every industry, there's the industry average, and then DBE's clients in that industry are outperforming those averages every single time. Same thing when you look at Facebook as an example, same superior performance. Our reviews on Clutch are awesome, our clients. And the types of clients that we look for are marketing decision makers. Company size and their revenue really isn't a factor, but everybody asks, so I just put that in there. It's really going to be a middle market company that's comfortable and used to spending money on these types of marketing solutions. They just need a better solution than what they have now. We tend not to work with government because they move too slow, and startups tend to not have the framework and the history, that they're just getting started, so they don't need to make something better, they need to make something happen. Other than that, we work in all of the spaces. These are some of the ones we're most familiar with. And a super ideal client for us, because we're very values driven, is a B Corp, a company that's trying to make the world a better place, and they've actually gotten certified that that's what they're doing. That's going to be highly aligned with my agency. And that's it.
Great, thank you, Nikki. Questions from the field?
Yeah, Niki, this sounds really interesting and pretty impressive. How many clients do you have that spend more than $50,000 a month in search?
Not a month. Those were more than 50,000 a month. We don't have too many clients spending more than 50,000.
Cool.
Per month, but yeah.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Other questions, comments?
Hey, Niki, do you have any examples of some of the social marketing content that you create?
Yeah, not in the time frame here. I mean, I can definitely, as a follow-up, I'd be happy to send a list of some of our clients and point you to some of what they're doing out there. That would be easy. And Bryce, maybe I misunderstood your question. If it's clients that are spending more than 50,000 a month in their paid channels, yeah, then we have at least 7 clients doing that now.
Cool. I'd love to have a chat with you.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I am putting in the chat, so that's the end of the 15 minutes, the order of intros based on when people showed up. So it would be Howard, then Mark, David, Regina, Lise, Faith, Bryce, Christina. And then
Thanks, everybody.
I will go in. Thank you, Nikki. That was great. I like the graphics are wonderful. Okay, and yeah, that other graphic where you had the colors and the industry averages versus yours. Yeah, if you make those like side by side or something, it'll be very powerful, like side by side bars or something. Okay, I will switch to. By the way, if anybody is interested in either adding a minute or two or just using a minute to say what they like about the Trusted Referral Network, I am going to be collecting testimonials. And in this context, you can sort of just do it naturally. and I will clip it and get it approved, and I will be putting testimonials on the new website on the homepage, sort of on a carousel. So you will get some coverage there with a link to your link on, or your page on Trusted Referral Network. So I don't want to push anybody into this, but if you feel good about the Trusted Referral Network and want to say some kind things, I'm certainly willing to accept. All right, so we are starting with Howard. I'm going to switch to the speaker view, and everybody else, if they would go on mute, that would be great. And we'll do, I guess we could do like 3 minutes if you want to use it. So Howard, you are up.
Oh, thanks. I'll be glad to send you a testimonial so I can think about what I'm going to say. And Niki, nice presentation. It was valuable and interesting to learn about you, and I'll keep you in mind for clients. Our company, Red Rooster Group, helps nonprofit organizations to wake up their brand. We've been doing that for about 20 years now. It's actually hitting our 20th anniversary. So we help organizations who have reached some type of status quo or challenge. They're not achieving the visibility, their name is not working, they're not engaging participants, they're not raising money. And so, our 3 areas of focus are on brand strategy, helping organizations to articulate their message and put a better face to the world, along with the strategy behind the direction for their organization. Marketing campaigns to help engage more participants, whether it be people needing services, advocacy campaigns, getting people to vote, or other kinds of activism. And fundraising, raising money through various channels, the annual appeals, capital campaigns, and other mechanisms. So that's essentially what we do. I'm keeping it short since I'm, that's it. I'll yield the rest of my time. Thanks, everyone.
No problem. Thank you very much. Got any plans for the summer? That's going to be the question.
We're redoing our website.
All right.
That's our big.
Cool. When is it going to launch?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's always difficult.
Hopefully with in a, I don't know, a 2-month window.
Sounds good. Mark Thibault, you're up.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Mark Thibault. By the way, I will also send you, Michael, some thoughts too, because I have actually had a lot of great engagements here on this network, and I probably sent people to various people more than I get, but that's okay. I'm good with that. So it's been a great network, and I appreciate it. Anyway, but what I do is I essentially do positioning. So I'm pre-branding, and I do a lot of like market trending, due diligence, market due diligence, competitive analysis, go-to-market strategies, market segmentation, all that fun stuff. And also at the end, what I really like to do, and it ties into what I do, is I like to do customer journey analysis. So in both cases, that's a lot of very quantitative and qualitative, and I enjoy interviewing people like crazy. I love interviewing people. So I have private clients, I have private equity groups, and that's what I do.
Sounds good. Plans for the summer?
Well, let's see. I just got back from Nebraska, so that's was interesting. And what was really surprising when I was out there, it hit 91 one day and it was only 80 degrees in Florida, so who knows. But anyway, summer, I'm just going to keep it loose and we'll do what we do. I'll probably end up going out to California again and, just play it loose.
Sounds good. Which part of California?
LA, specifically West LA. So near Pasadena, near Glenside,
Great. Should be nice and warm there.
Hopefully.
Dave Nadell, you are up.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Nikki. That was a great presentation. I'm just going to share my screen for a second, just because I tried speaking last time and I didn't even read what I wrote, so it didn't come out right. So I'm just going to show it to you guys. Basically, what Ventropy Media does is we help make websites and digital marketing more effective and more efficient with data-driven optimization. And the key to what I do is pretty much, it's all about the data, and everything starts with measurement and identifying key valued actions and tracking those. But I've been getting more and more involved over the past couple of years with conversion optimization, aka UX and UI work. So, these are the core services that I provide: measurement first, identifying key valued actions, making sure everything's being tracked properly. And then before we spend energy driving people to a site, what I usually work on and advise my clients to work on is conversion optimization. Because if you can have the site converting, twice as well as it did before, then you're maximizing the value of every visit. So that's what I try and do. Then I help with SEO, then I help with Google Ads, and I help with social and affiliate. And my process is very similar to what Nikki was talking about measuring, doing a measurement and SEO audit, and then addressing those measurement and technical issues. Obviously, the core to everything that we do for our clients is keyword and competitive research. This process is specific to SEO, but it's the on-site stuff, the structure, any kind of schema or local stuff we need to do, and then the long-term plays of SEO, which is the link building and the content marketing. So those are all areas that I help with, and the kinds of clients I work with. Lately, I've been working a lot with agencies. I just brought on a new agency, and I inherited 11 new accounts. So I'm onboarding 2 accounts per week, and it's a lot of work, but I like it. So that's what I do.
Great. So
And I'm
you
going
are,
to be I'm going to be in the Bay Area this summer. That's my California trip.
for the whole summer?
No, I'm a Bay Area guy. I'm bi-coastal, and I have friends out there, so I go out there a lot.
Very nice. Okay. Next would be Regina.
Hi, everybody. I'm Regina, and I am a solopreneur. I am a marketing strategy consultant, R.D. Shanklin and Associates. And where I work is largely in healthcare, pharmaceutical companies, also, and some tobacco, just not cigarettes. So less bad for you tobacco, and helping them not target children. So where I'm usually hired is when a company is going to launch a new drug. So they're looking for a communication strategy, segmentation, targeting, patient journey, customer journey, and that type of work, just to make sure they have the right messaging at the right time and the right cadence. And a great client for me can be, medium to large pharma and also small pharma. It's easier for me as a solopreneur to get into small to medium pharma. I also consult with agencies and help them with some of their marketing projects. And I also have an offering with a partner where we help doing brand planning season, which is coming up now, where we help them pressure test against risks that are out there. It could be COVID, are you ready for the next normal? And we pressure test that and make it a virtual, 2-day stress test on their plans and help them, come up with scenarios and what they're gonna do. So that's kind of what I'm working on now. And that's it. What am I gonna do this summer? I haven't thought about it, but my mom's turning 80 in June, and I haven't seen her more than a year because she made me get vaccinated before I can come home. But I'm going to go home, West Virginia, see my mom. At least that's going to be June. The rest of the summer, I don't know yet. We'll see. Hopefully, be opened up.
Can I ask you a
Hopefully.
question, Regina? Do you do just pharma, or do you also do like treatment centers or practices like, for example, prostate cancer treatment centers?
I haven't, but I do partner with a guy that does, and we partner together on projects. So yes, I could.
I'll hit you offline.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
Wonderful. Exactly. That's what this is all about, making connections, listening to what other people do, and seeing if there's a potential collaboration or referral. Okay. After Regina is Lise, then Faith. Lise, you're up.
Hi, thanks. So I have a public relations firm, Bazzini Hawk. My partner is Karen Hawk. We both have about 20 plus years of experience working in the tech space. And we founded the company about 12 years ago. So we've been doing this for quite a while. We help companies basically increase their exposure among their target audiences, whatever that may be, either whether it's for clients, partners, talent, investors, etc. Ultimately to help them generate business results, depending on what their goals are. It could be to increase sales, mind share, or get funding. And we primarily do this through traditional PR tactics, which generally includes media relations, analyst relations, and thought leadership, which covers, placing contributed articles, getting them speaking opportunities, podcasts, and then offering commentary online and in social media. And our capabilities also include events management and social media and influencer programs for some of our more consumer clients. So we work in the B2B space mostly, but we've also worked in the B2C space, and our experience really runs the gamut across technology. So anywhere from back-end infrastructure to mobile apps, and like I said, like consumer applications or electronics even. And that's it. Our sweet spot is really working with smart startups and growth stage companies, but we've also worked with some global brands. In fact, one of our biggest clients and longstanding clients is a global consumer tech product.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Lise. What are your plans for the summer?
I don't feel like I can make plans for much. I feel like we have to wait and see what's going on in the world.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you. Okay. Who did I say was next? That would be Faith, then Bryce, then Christina.
Hi, my name is Faith Thomasus, and my firm is called Thomasus and Company, and I do on-point marketing communications. And essentially, I help clients articulate either their message or their problem or whatever they need to get across. So that evolves into positioning planning, brand strategy planning, name development, and copywriting. I work directly with smaller clients and also through agencies, design firms and other agencies as a collaborator, partner. I'm a generalist. I've got experience in financial services, consumer packaged goods, website, horse race betting. So I'm very flexible. And one example for those of you who are in New York is I did the name for the Icon parking lots. And that was a great solution because they had that symbol, if you recall, the orange circle with the arrow in it. And so they had an icon already. And they had 150 units in New York City. And this 4-letter name allowed them to keep their existing signage, the vertical signage, because it was only 4 letters. So I'll put my information on the chat sheet and be happy to connect with anybody if you hear of any opportunities. Do I still have more time? Or?
You do. You could talk about what you're doing every day of the summer, as long as you do it quickly.
My challenge for the summer will be to deal with a returning college freshman and stay out of her way. So
That sounds like a nice challenge for you. All right. Bryce, then Christina.
Hi, everybody. My name is Bryce Wade. I am the VP of Sales for Mind of a Marketer. So we are an organic focused company, or have been in the past, but we've kind of switched into a marketing technology company. We work with basically all sizes of brands, as well as other agencies, and white label a lot of the technology that we've developed over the last couple of years. So there's always interesting conversations to have with other agencies. Recently, we released in January one of our technologies called Ad Cannibal, which basically saves brands that spend more than $50,000 on search marketing a month a pretty significant amount of money by eliminating an inherent inefficiency in the system. So a number of weeks ago, Michael connected me to L'Oreal, and they're going to be doing a pilot with us probably in the next month or so. And we've already got a number of Fortune 500 companies on this that are saving a pretty ungodly amount of money. I'm not gonna lie. So that's kind of our main focus for 2021 is helping seizing large brands, big accounts, because there's a lot of money at play. Niki was mentioning that she was a Google partner. Google, and she probably knows this, Google makes an ungodly amount of money on SEM, and we think there's about a 10% savings opportunity roughly for across the industry with this technology. So it's kind of a game changer for the industry. So pretty excited about that. Right now, if you have smaller clients, we're also offering basically a year of SEO for $100, which is normally $1,300. Just to show people what a little bit of link building can do. Link building can sometimes be difficult, but we've got a bunch of technologies that are really good at that. So yeah, that's kind of about me. About TRN, let me tell you a moment about Michael here. Michael's a great guy, really has a fantastic network, connects us to a lot of great people. And the thing that I love about TRN the most is the learning from other marketers about marketing. I'm a marketer, I talk to marketers a lot, and it's really great to see all of the different, not just technologies, but the skills and other experts within the industry teaching us about the things that they're really good at. So really enjoy that about the TRN, which is really fantastic. So Michael, my man, thank you for all the effort putting this together, and I really appreciate everybody that joins this. And it's always a good time, always good people. And lastly, what I'm going to be doing for the summer is some 4x4ing, because you can actually do that in COVID because you're sitting in a truck. So yeah, I'll be on the trails this summer.
That sounds great. A lot of us who live in the city don't even know what 4x4ing is, but when you said in the truck, we figured it out. Do you have one of those high wheelers or whatever, big wheel?
Not yet. I've got a Nissan Xterra, which is basically like a beginner off-roading vehicle, but eventually it'll be a little bit more professional.
Sounds good. Okay, Christina, you're up.
Hi, everybody. It's good to see some familiar faces here and some new ones. I definitely want to connect offline as well. I'm going to share my screen because I often say what I do is more showing than telling. We are a graphic design and creative direction company. Year 19, Howard, you have me beat by a year. I'm going to try to do something big for the 20th anniversary next year. We've definitely been around the block. Our business has evolved over the years. We're grateful to have worked with some large companies, but we work with small just as efficiently. We are nimble. I am a virtual agency before that was a thing, hiring independent contractors and specialists specifically for the needs of that client. And I build teams based off of their needs. There are 3 areas that we work with primarily in the branding and a strategy phase. It's all foundation of a brand comes from their identity, and we've built some many logo identity packages for clients that are mostly on the emerging startup phase. And then building e-commerce platforms, both design and with development partners like Michael. And what our little secret sauce is how we drive traffic to those e-commerce sites. And that is through the #1 ROI among all marketing channels, which is email. Year after year, it might not be the sexiest channel, but it is the one that when you click, the chance of them buying are much higher. And we work with very distinct strategies to help convert sales. We've worked with major brands like Sesame Street and Pepsi and Estee Lauder and Lancome. But for the email space, how do you drive clicks that convert to an actual sale, whether that's an abandoned cart, an upsell message, someone who's lapsed on your list. How do you re-engage them? We are working with some very distinct strategies to help our clients really see some huge results. And that's where a lot of the big brands will hire us. I definitely work with other partners and agencies, especially in the email space. They'll white label us or bring us on as a strategic partner when they're not seeing the results. Some of the best keywords that you are hearing is, we have this email list, but we're not seeing the conversions that we know are possible, or we don't know where to begin. We know that we're not doing things right. Those are some real good trigger points to bring us in. I'm always looking for marketing specialists like yourselves. And in fact, I wanted to talk to specifically to, I just met another client referral that does pop-ups where they're gathering all the SEO traffic that is going to the site. We need to convert them into email subscribers. And so it's a specific pop-up company that I'm looking to drive, have as a referral partner. So if any of these SEO companies, if you ever want to have an intro to like that, I would like to talk more about what you do, because I feel like there could be some good synergies going. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm always
hi
happy to talk to
everybody.
people.
I could talk all day, so you got to cut me off.
Well, okay, you ran over time, but that's fine. Any
I'm
plans?
sorry,
I know you
Michael.
already live in the sort of Somerville, so to speak, but what are your
Oh,
plans for the summer?
so actually, we left New Jersey last October, and we are at our family home in Cape Cod. I'm now in contract for some land across the street on our pond, and we are going to start building a home. So that is going to be my summer project, my winter project, my fall project, and my spring project. But so anyone who've ever built a house from scratch, I'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, that's quite a challenge. Okay, so I will go. I don't think I left anybody out, have I? I haven't missed anybody. I think I got everybody. Okay, so I will give myself 3 minutes. So as you know, my name is Michael Bendit. I have a new background, which you may have noticed. It's very springy, poppies, and it looks like, I don't know what those are, not dandelions. My company, Software Development Resources, I am a rep, independent sales rep for about 10 different software development teams. About half the work that we do is in the marketing world, which is why I launched this marketing network. I have another marketing network, actually called the Marketing Network in New York, just in New York, that Christina is a member of. So about half my business is in the marketing space, and a lot of that is from partnerships that I've built with marketing agencies, particularly digital marketing agencies that don't always have those resources in-house. Niki, you said that you're no longer building websites. That's exactly where we focus: building websites, building mobile applications, building e-commerce sites. It's sort of the think about the engine inside your car, right? And the reason we work well with agencies is because we're not really interested, my teams are not really interested in the strategy. I mean, obviously we're going to follow the lead of the strategist, but we're not building the strategy. We're not typically doing the designs, although we can supplement that work. We don't do the SEO, we don't do the SEM, we don't do the content. We really just build the engine and tune it and make it work. So the teams that I represent are very technically focused. They tend to focus on specific platforms, be it an e-commerce platform or a content management platform or mobile applications. And so they build their niche, and they really build that expertise within that niche. I'm a problem solver. I rarely turn down a problem to bring to one of my teams. I just recently got a referral from somebody who has, I think I mentioned this last time. He is an small advertising agency. He's working with a franchisee of Ethan Allen and Hunter Douglas. And both of those organizations really limit what the franchisees can do with their websites. And Hunter Douglas just recently switched to Adobe Experience Manager, which is a great platform, but they've limited what you can do, what the franchisees can do with it. And so they're really struggling. So I'm helping him figure out with one of my teams what we can do to make it more flexible for them. And hopefully it'll turn into a relationship where we can do some work with other Hunter Douglas and Ethan Allen franchises. The other, I'll just briefly say, the other sort of category or market segment that I do very well with is startups. So we're oftentimes building the first product, the minimum viable product for them, be it a mobile application or whatever it happens to be. Love introductions to small digital marketing agencies that we could potentially partner with. Okay, I think that's about it. I do have a couple changes that are coming up. As I mentioned in the past few meetings, I'm trying to expand the exposure of this meeting in particular. So I will be doing some LinkedIn marketing in particular, outreach to people who might want to just sort of test the waters by attending as a guest. I'll also be distributing a new link for members to there'll be a different link for the Tuesday meetings and for the Wednesday meetings, just because Zoom is limited in terms of how you can set it up. So I did a recurring meeting on Zoom for Tuesdays and a recurring meeting on Zoom for Wednesdays. You'll also be able to invite guests, and I will send a registration link. In fact, I can show you what that link will look like. In fact, it's already up, but let's see, events. Okay, so, and this is not really for members because members can just go right in, but let me share my screen. So I found this tool on, what's it called? It's called TickZoom, which is tickets for Zoom. So there'll be a link for each of the meetings, and they are fortunately in date order. So, you know, this coming Wednesday, the 12th, Tuesday, the 18th. And when you go to it, it'll bring up a page where you can register. I'm charging $15, but I have a pass for any of your guests that will make it $0. So randos pay 15, your friends pay 0. And hopefully it's not too rando. Part of the 15 is making sure that people want to invest a little bit, and then we'll vet them. Okay, and I will stop share there. Oh, by the way, my summer plans right now, planning on going to California also in August. Got family out there. Trying to get back into sailing, so we'll probably be looking for now that I'm living in New Jersey, I got to find a club to join down here. Any other comments, questions? Thank you, Bryce, and I think it was Mark. Mark, you said you're going to send a testimonial, but I'm going to clip what you gave me and send it to you because I thought it was great. Very, I think the just sort of the natural going out there and saying what you think about the network is perfect. Comments, questions?
I do have a wisdom of the day.
Wisdom of the day.
Yeah, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense. Winston Churchill.
Quote of the day. Never give in except in instances of, so give me that once again.
Never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense.
That's a good one. And by the way, in the last newsletter, I shared a tip, sort of a LinkedIn hack. It's a way to boost your LinkedIn posts. It is a paid service, but essentially it gets people in the community. It's like a community boost that Jason Cement shared with us, and I shared that snippet of his talk in the newsletter. So if you want to take a look at that, it's literally 3 minutes of our meeting last week.
Michael, for the TickZoom.app thing that you showed us, where you're going to be charging people, you're charging us for the meeting?
No, not you. No, members do not get charged. This is for people who I'm reaching out to who want to, perhaps try it. And if the $15 is really to say, if you have an interest, are you willing to put $15 down? Is it at least $15 worth of interest? If not, then you're probably not interested enough. No, members, you guys are part of the membership. So this is one of those situations where right now the membership is free, but if you're not a member, you pay, which is a little bit upside down, but it's building awareness. Somewhat constrained awareness, but for filtered awareness, but for a good reason. So thank you. Also, Dave, you had mentioned that you asked me last week whether we do any 3D work. I don't know if that's still a question.
We can talk about that offline.
Okay, that sounds good. Any other comments? Sounds good. Listen, thank you, everybody, and thank you, Niki, for your presentation. I, of course, record this, have been recording it, and will edit it and send it around in the newsletter with some new instructions about future meetings in terms of signing up.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thank
Michael.
you, everybody. Have a great
Everyone,
day.
good one.
Hi, everyone.